Willebrand, and I'm running for the second time for State Comptroller of New York. The State Comptroller's office is a wonderful office for a Green Party candidate to run for. That's because it's an independent office, independent of the governor, independent of the legislature. The office and the comptroller has free reign to do enormous amounts of things, and most New Yorkers haven't got a clue. They think comptroller means accountant. As it happens, one of the major things that the state comptroller can do is the comptroller is the sole trustee of the Common Retirement Fund. When I ran for office in 2006, we had $155 billion, we New Yorkers, in that fund. That's 155 plus 9 zeros. It's huge. And the comptroller is the only trustee can make all the investment decisions. And the comptroller in 2006 made decisions to begin to invest money in hedge funds. So he joined the Wall Street casino, and guess what? In 2010, our fund has 130 billion instead of 155 billion in it. 25 billion vanished. And as it happens, that comptroller got into quite serious trouble. It was personal trouble, but he pleaded guilty to a felony immediately after he won the office. His name is Hepesi, and stepped down. However, while he was in office, his campaign manager collected $25 million in payoffs from Wall Street hedge funds to invest state money in their fund. So it's a very, very great project for the Green Party to talk about this because, would you be surprised, no one else is speaking about it. The press is covering the scandal aspect of it without covering the electoral aspect of it, that an elected public official did this. So I have been telling our New York State voters about what this office could do. We could switch from investing the money with hedge funds so that Wall Street can play the casino game with our money and start using it for stimulus. We are desperately in need of housing in our state. Other people invest in housing, but we are not investing any of our money in our state in housing. So my campaign promise is that when I become the sole trustee of the $132 billion, I'm going to invest the money as sole trustee in socially responsible investing. We'll model ourselves, for instance, on Norway. Norway actually has their sovereign wealth fund, which is a couple of $100 billion, is with rules on social responsibility. They're not putting it into casino gambling. So I am promising the state voters that I will be socially responsible when I become the comptroller. However, I will also do something else. I will ask the legislature to change the process from a single person making investment decisions to a board representing the people of the state, poor people, unemployed people, maybe a Wall Street investor, possibly two, but that's it. So that's one piece of the job that I'm delighted to be talking about. Another piece is the comptroller has total audit power within the state, can audit any local, any community, any city, including New York City. And it just doesn't mean look at the books and see if they balance. It means look at the books and see if, in fact, the money is being spent to meet the mission that that particular body is charged with. In New York State, there are about 1,000 authorities. Authorities being independent entities that can issue bonds under state aegis. And those everyone knows what 9/11 was. Everyone knows what happened when those buildings came down. Those buildings were built by the Port Authority, a New York State authority exempt from New York State regulations. And in fact, those buildings came down and they didn't meet New York City code. Believe it or not, the code of New York City for buildings was not met by that authority because they were exempt from it. So the only entity that can really check on them is the comptroller. So the office is a great office to do good for the people of the state, and do good, in fact, nationwide, because if New York does it, as in many things, others follow. So I am very excited about running for this office and telling people about something they don't know about. And thank you.